Hi, this is Felina. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. And either way, I'm happy you joined me. And you caught me on a lazy night. I'm doing a voiceover tonight. So I'm going to tell you a story from a book that I've mentioned before. That book is Ouija. Now, here we go with pronunciation again. I say Ouija Board Nightmares. It's terrifying true tales by our friend John Harker. We've talked about him before. He did Evil Unleashed, and he's got a lot of other books too that I haven't read yet, but would like to. And yeah, this is a story about a girl and a Ouija board gone wrong. Abby and her mom had something special they liked to do during the summer. It was like a mother daughter thing they did together. They liked to go out to yard sales, something I used to like to do. It's been a long time since I've been to one. But anyway, they uh, they would check around about yard sales, and they happened to be out driving around, and they came up on one that looked really nice and decided they'd stop. So they got out of the car and they looked around, and this was a pretty good sized yard sale, good prices. And while the mom, Rose, went over to look at some used DVDs, Abby wandered off to look at something else. Abby wandered over to a table that was filled with board games and puzzles and that type of thing. And right away she spotted what she wanted. It was a glow in the dark Ouija board. And she'd been planning a sleepover for about a week now. She had planned a sleepover with her two friends, Denise and Emma. And she thought this would just be perfect for it. And it was only $2. So she went to her mom and asked her mom about it. And her mom was reluctant at first because she was a little leery about anything dealing with the occult, but she eventually gave in and let Abby get it. Okay, her friends came over, but before this, Abby had tried it and nothing happened, so she kind of forgot about it and pushed it under her bed. So the first few hours of this sleepover was spent with the girls snacking and watching a couple of movies that Rose had picked up. And then they headed upstairs to Abby's room. So when the girls finally headed up to Abby's room, they were sitting on the floor, and Emma happened to notice the board. And she was sort of excited to see it, and she asked her about it. And Abby told her, well, she had tried it earlier. She told her about getting it at the yard sale, but she said she tried it by herself and before they got there, and nothing happened. And Emma told her, she said, well, I think you have to have more than one person. So they decided to play. And they started with it, and they asked if there were any spirits there. And it immediately went to yes. Then they asked the spirit's name. And they didn't like what it spelled out. It spelled out Hell. So this alarmed them. And at that, Abby told it to go away. And she told it in a demanding way twice. And then she took a more religious way about it. She said, in the name of Christ, leave. But it said no. Of course, this alarmed all the girls. But they heard the sound of Emma screeching. And she was over in a corner. And she had scratches on her that hadn't been there before. And Abby started over to her, and her little brother had been playing with the little army men in her room earlier that day. And she knew where they come from, but the odd thing was one of them flew up and hit her in the face, and there was no one that threw it at her. So that seemed really odd. But Upon hearing the shrieking from Emma, Abby's mom came in, and they told her what had happened, and they begged to sleep downstairs, and Rose agreed. When the girls went downstairs, Rose decided to tidy up the room a little, and the first thing she did was put the Ouija board in the garbage, and she planned to get rid of it. And the activity there was no more activity after that. They were lucky, but Rose and Abby did agree on one thing. After that, no more, whether it was a yard sale or otherwise, no more buying anything dealing with the occult. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I was feeling lazy tonight, so decided to do another voiceover. But hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow on screen. But I'll have a story for you either way. And I would appreciate it so much if you enjoyed this, if you would give me a thumbs up, comment. Have you ever had a Ouija board experience? I may be saying that wrong. Ouija. I say it my way. I don't know. But have you ever had an experience with one? I haven't. There's no way I'd touch one. But comment anything you'd like, and if you would subscribe, I would be that would make me so happy, and I would appreciate it so much. And I appreciate everything. I appreciate the views I get. I appreciate the comments and the subscribers. I appreciate everyone. So I'm going to tell you to have a great day or a great night, whatever it is for you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.